core of Harmonix has always been about music. We were at the Media Lab at MIT as office mates. We were working on this project, which was actually a music, like a computer music kind of project, where we were trying to get these joysticks to play music, and we were having so much fun, you know, making these music devices and kind of being around music that we just wanted to continue doing that, you know, as opposed to just kind of getting a job.
Yeah, this whole company was just a way to avoid getting a real job.
Yeah, exactly right.
We were really starting what we believed to be a music company. We wanted to essentially just invent new ways for people who are not musicians to feel what it feels like to play music.
I sort of like to think of ourselves as, you know, musicians first and game designers and game developers second.
Oh! I mean, it was really important to us early on that we made Harmonix like super fun to be at. Over the course of this decade, it's always been important to us that it maintained this like small group feel. Rock Band, I think, is something that we've had like in our sort of DNA as a company like since the beginning.
Rock Band is kind of a turning point. It's both a culmination in the sense that we've taken all of our past experiences and we've all kind of fused into this one colossal experience, but it's also, you know, kind of a departure point for where we see this kind of gameplay and experience and community continuing on.
A lot of our earlier games, the focus was on playing music and just, you know, the joyfulness that comes from that, but it's a much more individual and solitary experience. I think one of the huge new domains that we're really trying to tackle in Rock Band is the aspect of music making, which is togetherness. Just that this kind of intense togetherness that comes from a group of people making music together, which is someplace we haven't really been before and is a real part of the essence of what makes Rock Band so special.
I think authenticity is a major part of how we pick songs for Rock Band. You know, we're really going for these authentic sort of rock moments or rock songs that everyone identifies with an entire band.
The Who is a good example because they are, you know, just a great four-piece band which fits our game exactly. You know, they have a great drummer that everyone admires, a great guitar. They have everything.
People were really passionate about what they wanted. I mean, these were sort of intense meetings.
There's a lot of, that sucks and you're crazy. And, you know,
like, oh, we gotta have that in it. I can't believe you don't want that, you know. And meanwhile, you're also trying to span a nice range, right? You want to go all the way from like 60s bands to 70s, 80s, and, you know, all the way up to today.
And genres. We want to have, you know, some metal, some hard rock, some punk rock, some classic rock. We want to have all that kind of stuff.
We really wanted to focus on the on-disc songs to make sure we kind of really nailed those. Those were supposed to be, you know, really representing the core of what Rock Band is.
On the disc, we're going to put a large percentage of the master recordings this time around, which is great.
There's a certain real energy that happens when you're playing a live show. I mean, when you have 4 players all playing together in the same room, it is amazing how much that really simulates the band dynamic of, you know, maybe dealing with one guy that isn't so good and everybody, you know, rooting for him, but maybe at the same time being annoyed, you know, getting band interactions, people getting mad at each other, people arguing about what songs they're gonna play. It's like that's what it's like to be in a band, and it's so exciting to see that really mimicked in a video game.
Even the politics.
Yeah, exactly.
For this game, we had to create 2 major peripherals. The drums and the guitar were the main essence here.
The guitar was actually a lot easier than the drums for us. We really did want it to look and feel like a real guitar. We wanted it to be more serious and a little less toy-like.
Which is why we decided to put the colors, you know, on the top edge of the button, as opposed to coloring the button itself.
And making the buttons built into the fretboard, so it feels like you're pressing down, rather than being like buttons that sit on top of the fretboard. They're kind of built right in because of the actual fretboard right there.
One of the things that you do in a real guitar is it's, you know, go high in the neck and like play lead. It's like a natural feel, and it feels great. I was like, how are we gonna get that?
This guitar has 10 buttons, and it allows for more dynamic gameplay. we were really going for making it as nice of a gameplay as possible.
Partnering with Fender was a big deal with that, so we were able to get the Strat that everyone recognizes, whether you're a guitar player or not. It's an iconic thing.
Yeah, so we have drummers in the company too, and obviously they have strong feelings about what the drum should be like.
We went to a local music store, picked up an electronic drum kit, brought it back, like disassembled it.
And one decision we made very early on is that it has to have a kick pedal, because real rock drumming, it's really all about, you know, the foot and two hands, and we knew we wanted to build that into the core experience.
The layout of the drum set is somewhat similar to the way that you would lay out a normal drum set.
By putting a drum kit in it that was relatively like 100% scale and making everything feel like it does in real life, the drum heads, the kick pedal, all that stuff. We were basically setting it up so that you could move this kit away and move in a drum kit, and that same person will be able to play drums.
For all the people actually, you know, play this stuff and it just kind of works and seems okay. It's like every single little bit of that is a result of, like, you know, 8 guys in a room arguing for months, you know, and trying to get it perfect, which was not easy. It was a lot of fun, but it took a long time.
The style originates from like pure American rock and roll.
David Lee Roth.
Jimi Hendrix.
Aerosmith. We kind of diverged by incorporating elements of British rock and roll.
David Bowie, Motorhead.
The Who is a good example.
You can actually build, you know, your sort of dream rock style.
We opted to go for a more simplified form with very sharp, hard sculptural edges. That's across the clothes, the faces and bodies of the characters. And so we kind of tried to like reduce the detail level and just pull out the key details that would kind of give the characters a little bit of personality.
We didn't want to do the video gamers version of rock and roll style. We wanted like style, real style.
I just wanted to have a lot of armor, leather, fur, that kind of thing.
Our new animation system is going to kill our old animation systems. It's going to look so much better. Now we've got real rock and rollers at mocap shoots. We've got a lot of moves that are just authentic because they had real musicians doing it. You know, real guitarists, drummers, all that stuff.
We teamed up with some really amazing performers and suited them up and stuff, and it totally paid off.
So we call somebody, they come in, and we strap them up in a suit, and we basically play metal, and they do all their stage moves.
But right from the start, I wanted long shots of characters. We've learned that stuff really matters.
You get the wide shots where you can really see everything going at once, and that's wow moments.
The venues come mostly from just hanging around in scummy places, trying to make those places different enough that you notice that you've gone somewhere else, but doing that without it getting too ridiculous and corny. Although I think we've certainly hit the corny notes where it's appropriate.